Brunson. Jalen Brunson's been roasted all season on national TV. Firstly by Becky Hammon, who called him too small to be a top player.
As a person that used to get some...
Yo, what's the deal? It's your boy who is here, dog, and we back talking sports. I'm in a bad mood right now. Not a bad mood. I'm just mad at Dan Campbell for what the fuck he did. I'm mad at the receivers for not catching the ball. We just blew that game, bro. But, I'm still Honolulu Blue. I'm still Lions. We get them next year, man. We got all rookies. We get them. We'll learn from this, man. But we should have been in the Super Bowl. But this is about basketball. Jalen Brunson has been disrespected too long. And I'll shout out to D-Lo Hoops. D-Lo Flow Hoops. I think this is his name. D-Flow Hoops. Shout out to him. For making this video. We're gonna react to it, but Jalen Brunson has been balling since last year, and okay, the small comment, bro, is not really what really made me mad. Is the fact that they saying like he just automatically can't win when we seen Steph and Isaiah Thomas both win. You know what I'm saying? What did Isaiah Thomas have around him, right? Defense, right? He had defense, other scorers. He had Microwave Johnson. He had Joe Dumars. He had Dennis Rodman on the defensive end, Rick Mahorn, Bill Laimbeer, and so on and so forth. Jalen Brunson has defense around him. Got OG. He got a number 2 in Julius Randle. Hopefully his shoulder is okay. But he got a number 2 in Julius Randle. And then their big man is injured right now. And they still doing this. So you got OG. You got number 3 in OG. Number 2 in Julius Randle. OG has changed their defense 100%. Hardenstein. You got Josh Hart. You got Quentin Grimes. They still need somebody to replace quickly. I think they still need to go get somebody to replace quickly. You know what I'm saying? I think Alex Caruso would be pretty nice for them. Either Alex Caruso or DeJounte Murray. I think they should try to get DeJounte Murray, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But the fact of them just shutting down Jalen Brunson and then lying made me mad. So let's get it.
Get some buckets. I'm saying this as a small person. This is a game that the big and bold and it favors that God-given thing.
So how does it favor that with Steph been winning the championships since 2015, right? He didn't dominate. Nobody on that team has been over 6'10". Nobody on my Warriors has been over 6'10" since Andrew Bogut. So I'm not understanding that now the big man is coming back. The big man is coming back. But that's not to say that Jalen Brunson can't get to the finals. Why he can't get to the finals? The Knicks is just as good as any other team right now, bro. They smacked the Nuggets. They smacked Philly. They've been smacking all these teams.
Secondly, by Candace Parker, saying Brunson wasn't great in his second round where he averaged 31, 6, and 6.
But as a number 1 option, last year in the playoffs, great first.
31, 6.3 assists, 5.5 rebounds, 50% shooting, 35% from the 3, 89%. 63.2, I think, effective field goal percentage. Or
first round, second round, not so much. So I'm in agreement with her.
New Yorker Stephen A. Smith also stated Brunson can't be a championship number 1 option, additionally admitting he didn't vote Brunson into the All-Star Game starting 5.
But I'm sorry, this kid, Halliburton, there's a reason the fans, the media, and the players all voted for Halliburton over for Brunson.
prompting the likes of Kendrick Perkins to put him in his place.
You said right there you fix your body. I voted for Jalen Brunson. And you know what the problem is? You are a prime example, along with the organization, of not promoting this man of what he is.
In addition to the criticism from Hammond, Parker, and Smith, even though Brunson's ahead of Damian Lillard in 8 out of 12 major stat categories, All-Star fan voting left Jalen out of the starting 5. There's been even more disrespect than what I mentioned toward Brunson and the Knicks collectively, so stick around to find out the culprit, how Brunson burners responded to getting flamed, and with Randall's shoulder dislocation, who needs to step up. Right quick, just 11.3% of you watching right now are subscribed, so if you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also leave a thumbs up, it takes a few seconds, it makes a massive difference. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DFroHoops, and I'll follow you back. Links down below in the description for those 2 platforms.
Okay, I'm about to follow you.
Despite New York having the best record in the new year,
I'm gonna follow you on Twitter so we can collab, bro.
Plus minus on their roster in the year 2024.
252.
Version of
A plus 252.
Power rankings have them.
That means he is changing their whole
update on
defensive tenacity. Their defensive rating is number 7 now.
New York, based off the team they've been for now 17% of the season since trading for 2023 Steals champion and all defensive second team forward OG Anunoby. 12-2 since the blockbuster. Knicks president Leon Rose found the definitive perfect fit next to first and second options Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle against a team that owns the 8th greatest offensive rating in the 77-year history of the NBA. Anunoby's defensive clinic stole the show. In addition to setting a season high and career second most in single-game steals with 6 of them, OG had a league-wide for Thursday 3rd most, 5 deflections, and as a primary defender, held his matchup to just 1 for 8 shooting from the field. Along with what he's done on defense, Anunoby's been a suitable swingman that's ideally complemented Brunson and Randle on the other side, whether that comes in the form of a spot up 3, attacking swiftly on the catch,
Anunoby,
or feasting in transition. OG was all around the final Liberty City puzzle piece. Making a case for DPOY, Anunoby's screen navigation / pick and roll defending wherewithal disrupt.
He actually, he keep it up like this, he damn sure could be DPOY. Him or AD.
Muscle to hold off matchups down low, step ahead of the offense cognizance, perceptive positioning, deceptive backside rotations, 7'2" wingspan, and timing all contribute to making him the best all-around defender in the NBA, proving OG's a historically great defender. Before the New York win over Miami,
auto insurance all seems the same until it's time to use it. With USAA, it's easy to file claims, schedule repairs, and access roadside.
Anunoby became the first player.
It's obvious that OG Anunoby is exactly what the New York Knicks needed. Now, I said that I liked the trade, but I didn't think it would make them, a top contender. I'm getting there. So, I'm going to be real with you, bro. Their defense is way better than the Bucks. I think it's going to be New York and Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals. I think now if the Knicks face Boston in the second round, I think Boston gonna beat them. But if they face the Bucks, I think they can beat the Bucks. Just really off of their defense and them all together, bro. Putting OG on Dame Lillard, he gonna stifle him. You got Jalen Brunson gonna do his thing. If Julius Randle's there, you know what I'm saying, they got a great chance to beat the Bucks. And I think they would beat the Bucks. Unless the Bucks show me something different. The Bucks, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks beat them, but I think they can beat the Bucks. So, I'm going to go New York and Boston, and I'm going to stick with that for the rest of the year.
Player in league history with at least a plus 175 plus minus through 13 games with a new franchise, well ahead of Rasheed Wallace for the Pistons in 04 and Pau Gasol for the Lakers in 08, both of whom went on to make
both of my squads that I was rooting for, one for Kobe and one because I'm a Pistons fan. My Pistons won. They won. They beat OKC by like 17 with no K Cunningham. That was the most surprising shit of the year for me. I ain't think my Pistons would win another game, but I heard this is rumblings I heard we supposed to be trading for Zach LaVine. I don't know how true that is, but we'll see.
To make the NBA
I'll keep you
Finals.
updated on that.
But without a healthy Julius Randle, the Knicks are going to have trouble getting to the finals themselves. Randle was just looking 100% again after having ankle surgery last June and dealing with lingering effects early in the season, but after dislocating his shoulder on a freak accident around the basket, Randle again being banged up is frustrating, but as we'll get to, now it's next man up time. Getting back to the Brunson criticism, and you can't deny the national television hating from Becky, Candace, and Stephen A. swayed the All-Star fan voting against Jalen for SAS, who's on ESPN.
That's the thing, bro, that it boggles my mind. That media don't understand that when they say stuff like that, or when they hate on Jalen Brunson like this, it sways some of these casual ass fans who don't really watch the Knicks. When Candace Parker said that, he didn't do too well in second round last year. Dumb fans who are not going to do their own research are just going to be like, oh, okay. I'm like, nah, Jalen Brunson too small to lead the team. Yeah, you might be right, man. He probably ain't even doing that good. A lot of them not even going to go do their own research. But the ones who are going to do their own research, like me and other independent content creators and smart NBA fans who don't just believe what the media tell them, that's the problem with a lot of you people. Y'all just believe what the media tell you. If the media told you rings don't matter at all, period, it's only about stats, all y'all would be saying that y'all top 5 is motherfucking Wilt Chamberlain, LeBron James, motherfucking Nikola Jokic and shit like that, bro. Like, the media doesn't know how much they influence a lot of these fans, and that's the truth. They don't influence people like me, because I've been knew what the media was. Remember, my favorite player is Kobe Bryant, so I've been knew how the media can shit on players and get them taken out the limelight. But you can't take Jalen Brunson out the limelight because he's balling, and he should have started over Damian Lillard. And I'm a Damian Lillard fan. I fuck with Dame, but he should have started over him. Simple. There's no way. I agree with the Halliburton one. Halliburton definitely should have been the starter, but it should have been Halliburton and Brunson. But I knew the Dame Lillard would start. If it wasn't the media, it was gonna be if it wasn't the media, it was gonna be the fans.
ESPN nearly every day and claims to be a Knicks fan. He's shown his true colors by not just failing to properly promote Brunson, but also tearing.
He don't promote him at all. He's too busy promoting motherfucking Donovan Mitchell. Spider Mitchell. I can't believe Brunson better than Donovan Mitchell right now. Are the Knicks, did he not beat the Cleveland Cavaliers last year with Donovan Mitchell? Are the Knicks not better than the Cavaliers right now? I take Jalen Brunson over Donovan Mitchell. I watched Jalen, and I thought Cleveland was gonna win. I thought Cleveland might make a deep run last year. But then I saw that first game versus the Knicks, and I said the Knicks gonna win this series. Now the Heat series, Brunson balled up, but the Heat was just on a prime magical run. But this year, I think New York has gotten better since they got OG Anunoby. To win a championship, I still think they need, like, if they was to get like a DeJounte Murray, I think they could get there. Cause that's another two-way player who can give you even a little more on the offensive end. But with this team, I think they definitely could get to the ECF. Definitely. And it's really off of their defense. How many turnovers they force, deflections. How great OG Anunoby clearly has been on the defensive end and putting the ball on the floor on the offensive end. If he continue to play like this, they definitely could get to the ECF. They definitely got a chance. Just like Philly, just like Boston, just like the Bucks. Right now, I think they're the 4th best team. in the East and vying for that third. I don't know if they play the Bucks again. I'm pretty sure they probably don't, but because they didn't play them like 3 times, I think. I don't know if they play them again, but watch out for New York, man. Y'all sleeping on them.
Tearing him down. Reason this discourse is so damn frustrating for anyone who isn't a casual is that Jalen's always been efficient.
What did I just say? What did I just say? Y'all casuals, bro. I'm not a casual. I know the bench players. I know the starting players, bro. I don't just watch basketball for the stars. I watch it for the game of basketball because I love the shooting, the passing, the defense, which is my favorite thing in basketball. Defense. My favorite 2 things in basketball is defense and scoring. It's my favorite 2 things in basketball. Defense and scoring. And then my third thing would be playmaking. I love to see dudes play defense, especially nowadays. That's why I like Victor Wembanyama so much. That's why I like a OG Anunoby. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like way back I liked it Marcus Smart. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta stop disrespecting these boys.
Efficient in the playoffs throughout his career, especially in a bigger role. Brunson, specifically as a first or second option in the postseason, has never failed to average at least 21 points on 46% shooting from the field in them. In the aftermath of the out of the blue from various talking heads hate, you have to love the fact that Brunson's taken his game to another level, having dropped 30 plus points 6 times.
So since she said that, 29 points a game, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. I'm rounding. I always round when I do my numbers and junk. That's just how I do it. It sounds better than me. 29 points a game, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, 49% from the field, 37% from 3, 87% from the free throw line, and I think that's a
times over his last 7 showings. It's sad when any player who can chain in and out dribbles with consecutive momentum crossovers which lead into smitty moves and converted faders isn't getting love. But what if I told you there's been even more shade thrown at an always productive playoff weapon in Brunson that we haven't even looked at yet today? That's exactly the case, as Jalen Brunson isn't even in the top 15 on the official NBA website's MVP ladder. It's just insanely ignorant.
Ignorant as hell. How you got Zion who ain't consistent? You got Damian Lillard who ain't consistent. Tyrese Halliburton is hurt. Well, I don't have a problem with that. Anthony Edwards, they just lost to the Spurs. Devin Booker, he been doing this thing. Kawhi been doing this thing. KD been trash the last couple games. Domantas Sabonis over Jalen Brunson? No. Luka, he been balling. But to not have Jalen Brunson in the top 15 MVP, come on, bro. Zion should not be there. Donovan Mitchell, I don't think he should be there. Damian Lillard definitely shouldn't be there because he's been inconsistent. Brunson should at least be in the top 12, bro. I'm going to do my top 10 MVP rankings, bro. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to do that. Put in the comment section. Get this video to 30 likes and I'll drop that video.
How merely the fact that he stands at an undersized NBA height of 6'1" leeways writers, analysts, and fans to view him as a non-capable championship #1 option. For the Knicks collectively, dating back to the...
Listen, they said the same thing about Steph. Remember when Charles Barkley said a jump shooting team could never win a championship? He gotta prove them wrong. That's all he gotta do. Block the noise out and prove them wrong. New York behind you. I'm behind you, New York Knicks. I'm not even a New York Knicks fan. My cousin played for the New York Knicks, Latrell Sprewell, but I'm not a New York Knicks fan at all. But I fuck with Jalen Brunson and what he is doing. Luka missed this nigga. He missed this nigga, bro. Luka came... I'm going to make a video on Luka. But Luka missed this nigga, bro. Definitely. He missed this nigga, bro. Him and Kyrie, if you notice, since Luka came back, bro, they ain't been doing as well. They beat the Hawks last night, but go look at their record over the last couple of games. They've been dipping. They have been dipping. And when Kyrie was playing and Luka wasn't playing, they was killing. And they was winning as well. I'm just saying, for all the talk about Kyrie this and Kyrie that, Luka need to learn how to play with superstars. But the disrespect on New York is crazy. Not just Jalen Brunson, but for them as a whole team, bro. Not understanding the impact that OG Anunoby has actually had is way greater than probably a lot of us expected. Unless you a Toronto fan who knew how great and OG Anunoby was. But a lot of them was saying that he can't put the ball on the floor. He not really a great scorer. And he's balling with New York. He putting the ball on the floor. I saw him hit a couple of mid-range, turn around, fade away.
To the trade for OG. Amidst winning 12 of 14, they've taken down Philadelphia and Denver by a combined 74 points, convincing wins over two top teams that you can't dismiss. Just a couple spots behind the reigning champion Nuggets, who they just beat by 38. New York themselves posting what's the 10th greatest offensive rating of all time, on top of the fact that the orange and blue are tops in the association in defensive ratings since the new year hit, has in the middle stages of the 82-game grind flaunted the composition of a playoff juggernaut. Whether it's the seeming to be thriving with a change of scenery Precious Achiuwa, the having a career year former Golden State Warrior Dante DiVincenzo, the chemistry-enhancing glue...
Precious Achiuwa. Bro, every time I look up anything on NBA, stats or anything, he's the first name that pop up. He's the first name that pop up, and I don't know why.
Guy who does all the little things in Josh Hart, the team's three-point percentage leader and backup point guard out of West Virginia, Miles McBride, fan favorite centers who can protect the basket in Isaiah Hartenstein and Jericho Sims, or a young energy guy like Quentin Grimes who can get to the line. In your opinion, who has to step up the most in the absence of Randall? As always, I'm going to
all of them until he get back.
Give the top answer down.
DiVincenzo, OG, Grimes. Them three are the ones that really got to step up, in my opinion.
Down below in the comment section a shout out with whoever winning this Community Speaks shout out getting their name up on the Speaks board to compete for free merch of their choosing. Top 2 Speaks winners receive a free shoe of their choosing. Top 3 to 5 receive a free low on the... I do still trust the Clippers. This is some of the best basketball they've played in years. They would have lost that game against the Lakers last year with concentration lapses, but this year they actually know how to close out games. Also, awesome that you're giving Coffee some love. He was solid for us during the injury years and almost played nothing last year, but this year his numbers called again and he's been taken every...
Okay. So, that was the New York Knicks disrespect, and I agree with it a lot. So, shout out to the New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson, and all y'all boys. Let's get it.